If you cannot steward the heart of a Proverbs 31 woman, then you should not be praying for one. Because I talk to men all the time, like, God just wants to be a girlfriend, or he don't want to trust me with his daughter and all this stuff, but they sit over here with these bad habits in their life, with no self-control, with all this lust and all this impatience towards God. Like, if you're impatient with God, you're going to be impatient with his daughter. If you can't love God right, you're not going to love his daughter right. If you can't reciprocate your emotions towards God, how are you going to be able to sit in a relationship and steward her heart well? So we should be filling up our Bibles, guys, just as much as the women do in Proverbs 31, because we have neglected this concept of true love in a romantic relationship. We've so much on the romance and so much on the Hallmark stuff and so much on the flowers and all that stuff, which is fine, but we forget about the fact that true love bleeds, that it costs something. It costs something because it costs Jesus everything. If we're not loving God and allowing ourselves to be loved by God, how are we going to love his daughter and allow us to be loved by his daughter? Right? This is something that we just completely overlook. We forget that true love bleeds, that it costs something, that it's sacrificial, that it requires us to give up ourselves to God fully before we can truly understand that type of love. So give yourself fully to God today. Focus on what can I do in this season of my life, in this season of singleness in my life, to get closer to God, so close to God that you can feel his pulse in your veins. Because unless you're walking this close to God, you will never be ready. Because you'll never truly be ready in terms of the character, in terms of what you can do to steward God's daughter. That's the truth. But the point is, we should be able to carry something with open hands, carry something with a loose grip. So allow yourself to be fully surrendered to God. Allow yourself to be completely just God's, and just focus on that moment with God, and everything else will come into place. We should be focusing more on soaking ourselves with these types of scripture and become the men that God has called us to. God bless y'all.